What's good, YouTube? Today I will be doing a basic BMW maintenance guide. The car we'll be using today is my 2018 540. This guide will be the same for a plethora of BMWs. If you want to learn a thing or two, stay tuned. My maintenance is a little overdue on this car, but today I'm going to be showing you guys what I do to maintain my BMW. There are a few things that I'm going to leave out because either I've already done them or they aren't needed as regularly as these things. But yeah, we're gonna hop straight into it. These are the items that I will be using today. Liqui Moly full synthetic 5W30 is what I'm putting in my Tune B58. Your car might call for something different. Your tune might call for something different. Go with what you know, but I always put Liqui Moly in my BMW. As well as the oil, you will need a new oil filter, crush washer, and drain bolt. OEM coolant is always the best route in my opinion. Go with what you like. We are going to be changing the PCV diaphragm. For the differentials, I picked up 2 liters of Liqui Moly full synthetic GL4 75W90. The brake fluid went .4 Liqui Moly, of course. For the differential bolt, if you do not have one, you will need a hex 14 millimeter. For the rear differential, I picked up a multi-use transfer pump to try and get out as much fluid as I can. You will see why we need this. Let's go ahead and hop straight into it. First things first, we're gonna be starting with the PCV. I replace mine once a year. It's a $10 part and it goes a very, very long way. They are very vital to these B58 motors. You can change yours however many times you want. I change mine once a year just because. Go ahead and get the engine cover off. Your PCV diaphragm cap will be located towards the firewall on top of the motor right here. Use a flathead, a plastic pry tool, just something to get that cap off. If you destroy the cap in the process, it's perfectly fine because they send you a brand new one. Here's the difference between the old and new diaphragm. Not that big of a difference. This one probably still had a lot more life in it, but just as a preventative, I am gonna go ahead and replace it now. Believe it or not, the best way to put on this PCV is with the car running. All the suction will help you get the perfect fitment. And just like that, your new PCV is installed. All right, with the PCV done, the next thing I have on my list is to top off my coolant. These are your 2 coolant reservoirs here. Luckily, my coolant has never been a problem for me on this car. I topped it off one time and I never had a problem since then. If your coolant isn't reading exactly like mine, you're gonna wanna use OEM HT12 BMW coolant or your favorite coolant and top it off to this line right here. Now we are gonna move on to the oil change. Once you get your car jacked up on all 4 jack stands, we're gonna move to the front of the vehicle. Just know that if you're just doing an oil change, you do not have to jack up the rear of the car. Today we are gonna be doing differential and brake fluid, so I thought I might as well get them on all 4 for that. First things first, open up your oil cap, and we're gonna go under the car and crack the drain plug. Once you are up under the car, you're gonna have a 17 millimeter bolt in here. Break that loose, drain all your oil out. Once your oil is completely drained out, you're gonna take your new drain plug with the supplied crush washer and tighten that up. All right, come back up top and you're gonna locate your oil filter housing right here. You're gonna use a 32 millimeter on an extension to get down there. The filter is out. It's almost inevitable that you are gonna get oil on the lower parts of the car when you remove this filter. Try your best and get most of that up. Follow my steps when it comes to the oil filter. O-ring side down. Got a little bit of oil right there, but who cares? Get a pick tool, get that O-ring off. New O-ring goes on. Just like that, is ready to get put back in the car. Once you're at this point, go ahead and get your funnel ready. This is the oil I'm going with. As you guys know, you're going to be putting 6.5 liters into the car. So that means you're going to be doing one of these, a full one of these, and a half of one of these. Altogether, this is 7 liters. You only put half of this one, that's 6.5 liters. Just know for your BMW, it may be different. For my 3-liter B58 and my 540, that is what I'm doing. Put your oil cap back on, and just like that, your oil change is done. Now we are moving on to our front and rear differential. If you have a rear wheel drive BMW, this entire part does not apply to you. But if you have an X-Drive like myself, you're gonna wanna start with getting the wheel off. Once you are at this point, you're gonna have to take off a portion of the fender liner, and you're gonna have 2 belly pans that you have to get off to access your front differential. These are gonna be 8 and 10 millimeter bolts, starting with this one and going all around. Once that pan is off, your fill is going to be right there. For that, you are going to need a 14 millimeter hex. Make sure you crack that loose first before you drain all your oil. If you drain all your differential fluid first and you're not able to crack loose the fill plug, you are cooked. Make sure that at least breaks loose first before you do anything else. Next, you are gonna come under the car. You're gonna use a 10 millimeter socket, and you're gonna get this metal belly pan off. This is gonna give you access to your differential drain bolt. Kind of hard to see, but once you get that metal pan off, this is gonna be your differential drain bolt right here. It's gonna be that 14 millimeter hex. Go ahead, break that loose, drain all your fluid out. If you weren't burning fluid, about a liter should come out and about a liter should go right back in. After your fluid has fully drained, now is when your fluid transfer pump will come in handy. This is the pump that I showed you guys in the beginning. Since the fill bolt is all the way tucked next to the axle, I'm gonna show you guys the best way to do this. Now with these Liquid Moly bottles, they do have an extension straw right here that really comes in handy for those hard to reach places. But unfortunately, this is still not long enough to get all the way where we need to. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your fluid transfer pump, you're gonna take one of the hoses, put it into the inlet side. You're gonna slip this over the straw. You're gonna take the out tube, gonna try your best and get this into your fill plug. So you're just gonna wanna get that tube right into the differential just like that, and you're just gonna pump it, fill until it starts overflowing. So this is my current setup. It's kind of hard to record with one hand, but I have the tube going right into the bottle. It's gonna come here, gets pumped right into the fill plug. Just like that, once you start to have a steady overflow, your diff is filled. Go ahead and get all your pans back on, including this one, and you'll be done with the front differential. Once you get up under the car in the back, this is gonna be your differential bolt right here. This is a drain and fill bolt. Once you break this loose, no fluid is gonna come out. You're going to have to suction all the fluid out. So pretty much what we did in the front, just reversed. Instead of pushing fluid in, we're gonna be sucking fluid out. Once all that old fluid is out, we're gonna do the same thing that we did in the front, and we're gonna push new fluid in. Same thing for the front, about a liter should come out and a liter should go right back in. You're gonna take your pump, and your inlet is gonna go into the diff. Your outlet is gonna go into whatever container you have. I'm gonna be using the diff fluid container that we used up front. Oh shit. Bruh, too much pressure, too much pressure. All right, once you get out as much of that fluid as you can, you're just gonna remove that. All right, so just about a liter of fluid did come out the diff. Here we have our brand new fluid right here. Liquid Moly makes it easy with the straw that you guys saw before. We are gonna be utilizing this. I don't think we'll need the pump, but if we do, then we'll bring it out. But you're gonna just dump this entire liter of fluid into the diff. That's as much as I can get in there. So we are gonna bring out the pump and get the rest of this fluid out into the diff. Take your pump in your bottle, and you're gonna put this as far into the diff as you can get it. You're just gonna pump away. As you guys can see, diff fluid is starting to trickle out. That is going to be your go ahead to put your drain plug back on. All right, if you guys have made it this far in the video, oil change, PCV, coolant, front and rear differential are all completely done. The last thing I have on my list to do on this car is brake fluid. You're gonna start with getting all 4 wheels off. Once you're at this point, there's a few things you can do. You can go onto a website and you can buy a pressure bleeder. Those are ideal if it's just you don't have anyone that can help you. That'd probably be my route if I didn't have someone that could help me. What I mean by someone helping me is someone that is going to be inside the car pushing out all the old fluid and air while I am down by the brakes. If you do have someone that can do that for you, some sort of contraption just like this will work just fine. I've been doing stuff like this for years. It has never failed me. You're just going to get a clear water bottle. This is an old bottle I had laying around, and you're going to get a 3/8 gas hose just like that. And you'll see why you'll need this. First things first, you're gonna come up here and you are going to suction out all of your old fluid. That is very important. Once you get all your old fluid completely suctioned out, you're gonna fill that with new fluid. Once you get that reservoir completely filled with new fluid, you're gonna come to the furthest point away from there, which would be your rear passenger side. After that, you're gonna do your rear driver's side. Then you're gonna do your front passenger side, and you're gonna end it off with your front driver's side. This is your bleeder valve right here. You're gonna take an 11mm wrench, slip that on first, and then you're gonna slip on your heater hose, and then you're gonna start the bleeding process. At this point in time, you're gonna have someone in the driver's seat push on the brakes while you have your gas line on your brake bleeder valve. You're gonna break the valve loose, and you're gonna get all the air and old fluid out the system. Once you are done, you are gonna come up here and you're gonna top this off with whatever brake fluid is missing. Put the cap on, close this up. You're gonna get your wheels on, get the car on the ground, and I'll catch you boys when I'm done. All right, boys, and just like that, the maintenance is completely done. Just got back from driving this car and it feels amazing. Make sure that after you do all these fluids, give your car a good break-in period. If you guys did enjoy this video or find it helpful in any way, drop a like below and hit me with a comment on what you want to see next. Once again, I appreciate y'all boys, and I will see y'all in the next one.